back to NTVs Life. We are so pleased to have Sarah Rudd join us. She is from Phillipsburg. She's a singer, she's a songwriter, and she is absolutely fantastic. Sarah, thanks for being with us.
It's good to be here.
Okay, give us a little bit of background about yourself.
I'm a wife and a mother, and music is a big part of my life. It always has been. I do what I love, and I make that a part of my family and my volunteer work, and I'm fortunate enough to make it part of my career.
What inspired you to begin singing?
I've just always loved it. Even as a little girl, it just makes me happy. It's really as simple as that, is that I just do it because, it just feels good.
Mm-hmm. And then you write your own music, and that's talent in itself. I can't imagine figuring out how to write music and then put it to words and everything. So you've been writing for how long?
I've been writing since about summer of 2007. Before that, I didn't think that I had the skills. Mm-hmm. I totally thought that it was, there was some special skill, or that it was learned, and it is to some extent, learning how to write songs. And I've kind of experimented and and come up with some things that I find great and some others that are not so awesome. But it's there's a learning curve.
And how about your favorite thing to write? Do you have a favorite type of song, or wherever you draw that inspiration from?
It depends on the moment. I mean, sometimes I'll write things just out of pure joy, and sometimes I'll write things because I'm having a hard time, and and I just need to write about it and get it out. And so far, some of the things that are like that are raw emotion that people can relate to. So
now the song that you're going to be performing for us in a little bit, you wrote this song. Give us some background on Difference.
I was taking a class called How to Interpret the Bible, and I really found that I grew up in the church, and so when you talk about, interpreting the Bible and really applying it, it really made me stop and think. There are a lot of things that we talk about in church and that we learn about in the Bible that we don't necessarily translate into application really well. And so this song is kind of a question. It's called Difference, and it asks, what difference would it make if we really knew what the Bible said and we really chose to apply that in the real world instead of just giving it words.
So what comes first as a songwriter? Is it the sound of the music, how it's going to flow? Is it the words, the emotion? What comes first when you sit down and you're getting ready to write something new?
That's hard to pinpoint. Honestly, the best place that I write is in my car.
Really? That could be dangerous.
Yeah, well, what happens is that I'll be, I take a lot of long trips. Mm-hmm. And so when I'm in the car by myself, I just, a lyric and a melody starts, mixing around in my head, and so I just start singing in my car.
Really?
And largely because it's a safe place, there's not really any audience.
Sure. Kind of like the shower.
Right. Well, sometimes
there is in the background going, what is Mom saying in the shower?
But writing in my car is the best thing for me because I can work out. It sounds a lot different in your head than it does when you sing it out loud. So singing it out loud in the car gives me an opportunity to really kind of, have that multi-sensory. Does it really sound as good in the real world as it sounds in my brain?
I love to be at a stoplight next to you.
All right, I bet it's funny.
All right. Go ahead, Sarah. Sing Difference.
Okay. What difference would it make if I knew the Bible inside out and upside down in every way? What difference would it make if I really let it permeate me, soak right in and let it change me? So often I read the words. When will I figure it out? How would my outlook change if I saw you through the eyes of love and chose to serve you just because? How would my outlook change if I lived it out with heart and soul? If I decided to be bold, I think I'll give it a try. What have I lost if I dare? If your words came to life in me, I might be a little more like you. If I did more than hear the truth, but lived it out for real, I might be just a little more like you. What difference would it make if I sought you first instead of men who fail me over and over again? What difference would it make if I gave you each and every day instead of fighting for my way? I think I'll give it a try. What have I lost if I dare? If your words came to life in me, I might be a little more like you. If your words came to life in me, I might be just a little more